Hello friends, welcome to VibrantMinds YouTube channel. Today, I am happy to announce that CMSS Private Limited, a company from Mumbai, is going to present a pre-placement talk. The HR team of CMSS is with us, and I request now Mr. Vivek and Mr. Hansen to start with the pre-placement talk.
Hi everybody, this is Anson. So I basically represent CMSS. I am the head of recruitment for CMSS. Thank you so much for inviting us on this session. So I would like to have a short discussion with everybody here to give you all a brief introduction regarding our company and the kind of services and products that we serve this and the kind of industries that we cater to. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible to everybody. So to begin with, I would like to tell you all a bit about CMSS. So CMSS is an organically grown organization for the last 22 years now. So we have been into the market for the last 22 years. Initially, when the company had started with a few people in the organization where they had an idea to provide IT services to different various sectors like financial sectors, healthcare, and also to different companies like even the BPO sector. So we provided different IT services to them. So over the period of time, we have grown into an organization of more than around 300 people at this point in time, and we are looking to grow even further now. However, said we are always going to be an organically grown organization. When I say organically grown, there is no external funding being taken from anybody. It's basis on our merits and our company's reputation and the kind of service that we provide. Our company has grown. Our clientele has been with our organization for more than 20 years themselves. So you can imagine the kind of loyalty, the kind of goodwill that we hold in the market. Okay. So having said that, Vivek, if you can hear me, kindly proceed to the next slide. I would like to explain the company a bit. Okay. So here, as you can see, now we are as CMSS, basically, as I said, the kind of reputation that we have been changing according to the needs of the company, according to the needs of the market, the industry. Over a period of time, the industry has changed. So basically, our reputation in the market has also been growing accordingly. The technology, when we mention here technology agnostic, so what does this mean? This means basically we are also moving ahead with the technology. As the technology grows, the technology advances and evolves, we also evolve with that. Okay. The next point over here is people centricity. So when we say people centricity, the kind of organization that we have is very people centric. We are mostly focused on our employees. So to give you an example, if you have been working with us for quite some time, whether it be months or years, if you have a personal issue, if you have a professional issue, you're finding something difficult, you're finding something that you need help with, our employees, our managers, our directors are always there for you. It's kind of an open door policy that we do share and we provide. Okay. So having said that, moving on to the next point, integrated solutions approach. Now, what does this mean for us is that we are not a problem oriented organization. We might not like to talk about problems. Okay, what we'd like to talk about is solutions. We come across many problems during the day, a particular given day itself. But having said this, we are not looking for those problems. We are looking to get solutions from those problems. And that's how we want our employees, our candidates, our people to grow with the organization. So solutions approach is more something that we look forward to, and not only causing problems or just voicing out problems throughout the day or throughout the year. Okay. So we have a flexible work module as well. However, having said this, when I say flexible work module, it totally depends, on the clientele that we have, the client that you'll be guys working at. So when we do hire somebody, as we have multiple clients across Mumbai, so you would be working as per their requirements. But yes, flexibility is something that if you have a certain issue, we definitely try our level best to even help you solve that issue and try to give you flexible working hours. So this was mainly done towards the lockdown phase, where we had work from home as well implemented. But yes, now over the period of time, as lockdown has subsided, we also look for working from office. So definitely based on the clientele's requirement, we also would like you to also join the office hours as well, the office time. Okay. Lastly, the last point that I see, a nurturing talent. Now, I'm sure you have many questions on this bit, but then again, nurturing talent, when I say this, is, as I said, we are going to be hiring you guys as freshers. We do a lot of fresher hiring because we believe in nurturing the talents that we have across our company. So whether you are interested in a particular profile and a particular technology, we as a company would always prefer you to join us and learn new technologies as well. We teach you new additional technologies. We also groom you to be the best at the technology that you are most interested in. Okay. Having said that, now see, I'll give you a small example. Let's say you guys are interested in becoming Java developers. Okay. But over a course of period, you worked with us for quite some time, a few months now, worked on multiple projects. Okay. But you want to learn something new. You want to move to a different technology. You want to learn an additional technology. We also give you that kind of guidance. Okay. We also provide you with the training. We also provide you with the nurturing sessions that our trainers have in our organization, which will help you build your career even stronger. Okay. So that is basically an overall in a nutshell regarding our company's thoughts that we have looked into. Okay. Vivek, can you move on to the next slide, please? Okay. I'm sure everybody can read this. It's known as Manasa Vacha Karmana. So, Vivek, can you press the next button also? Okay. All right. So, Manasa, Vivek, I think we can go back to the previous slide. Okay. I'll just explain this. I thought I had mentioned this in English as well. So, Manasa Vacha Karmana means thoughts, words, and ideas. Okay. So this is basically our vision. So whatever we think, okay, we put down them in words and then we implement them. So it's a very simplistic thought by our CEO, okay, who had this vision at the start when he started the organization. And that's where we actually live by those words. So whatever we think, we put down it in actions and then we complete them. Okay. Yes, Vivek, now we can move on to the next slide. All right. So I'll give you, as I said, I've given you most of the download in terms of our organization and what we cater to. As I mentioned, I believe the slide was not updated. This was last minute, unfortunately. But it's been more than 22 years of experience servicing the IT industry. Okay. And we are now going headstrong in this year itself. We've been more than 50 people so far. So it's been more than 300 people who are going to be working with us as of right now. And it's around 200 customers served. So this has to be updated, but then that's the current scenario. Okay, so we have multiple sectors that we deal with multiple banking. So we majorly focus towards the BFSI sector, if I have to say that. Yeah, and I believe somebody's mentioned 5,000 years. I guess that's an error. but it's more than 50 years of experience, programming experience that our directors have in the organization. So they are actually very well versed. So they themselves have been developers, and they had this idea to bring out an organization and a service industries. Okay, so more than 50 years of experience, programming experience is something that we ourselves, our directors, are capable of. So that is the kind of nurture that you can expect, and that is the kind of experience that you can get when you join our organization. So more than 10 million customers, definitely yes, as we have been a huge success in our products and services. So we also have a very own products, as well as we service to other products as well, and across technologies. Okay, and when the last point mentioned here is 300 plus projects. So this is something that we've already completed. Along with this, our projects, I'll give you a small part of it. Our projects that we hold in our organization are not only short term, they're extremely long term projects. So job security is something that we do cater to. So long term projects mean job security and a comfort zone for our developers in the organization itself. Vivek, you can move on to the next slide. Okay, so as I said, what has helped us grow? In the initially itself, I've mentioned this, I guess, time and again now. Our primary reason for growth has been our references from our delighted customers, which is an organic growth. No external funding taken, no help needed from the outside. It is our hard work that we have delivered to our customers, and that has helped us grow in this industry. Okay, so again, our CM mates, when see it's mentioned as CM mates compared to average industry. So when what this statement means is that the people who work with us have not worked for short term. So we have employees in the company who've been with us for more than 10, 15, 20 years, who've not left the organization. And I'm sure that's not a very simple thing to do in today's growing times. The reason why they've stuck with us is because of brand loyalty, goodwill, and the kind of growth that they have actually achieved being with us in this organization. Okay, so we look forward to long-term in employment and not short-term. People who do not have a career or goal in mind, we prefer not to have them, because then again it's just a hop, skip, and jump for them. So our employees, we encourage them to grow with us and build a strong career over a long period of time. And that's where customer retention comes into place, because our employees work with us for a long period of time. Our customers also stay with us for a long period of time. We are able to hold them for a very, very long period of time. So our employment, our projects are not changed. Our employees are happy, and so are our customers happy, because their work is done on time, their work is done efficiently, and the growth factor is equivalent to that. Okay, so yes, moving on to the next point, please. Okay, so this is just a jumble of the kind of technologies that we work with, the kind of different projects that we work with. So just give you all a glimpse of it. So being it PeopleSoft, microservices, Java, Salesforce, these are just a small bit of the kind of technologies that we work with. But yes, Java, .NET, PeopleSoft, Spring Boot, these are some of the major technologies that we continuously work with on a daily basis. So this is just a glimpse of the kind of work that we do. We've just fitted that in a small ball so that everybody can have a glimpse at it and understand the kind of technology and the kind of work that we do across our company. Okay, Vivek, you can move on to the next slide. So this is a small differentiators that we mentioned. So I wouldn't go in detail with this right now, as I think I've always already explained them. Okay, so to begin with, the first point is the customers always first for us. No matter what happens at any given point in time, anything happens. Like for example, in our banking sector, the projects are very, very important. So at any given point in time, if there is an issue, even in the middle of the night, I'm sure we do not want our customers to face any problems in their banking transactions, in their working in the bank. So even if there is an issue in the middle of the night, our employees do at times take the initiative of even getting up and fixing those problems ASAP, because that's very important, because our customers are always first. And then the next point, as I mentioned, solutions first. As I mentioned, we are a solutions oriented organization. So we do not talk about problems, but we talk about solutions. So how to solve a particular problem is more interesting than talking about the problem itself. Okay. So again, as I mentioned, building solution architects. So that is what we focus on in building you as our employees into solution architects and helping us solve the problem. So our approach is mostly agile. We focus on the key factors of the problem, and that's how we approach them. Okay, and technology driven. I don't think so I need to explain this any further now. I'm sure they've already understood we are a technology oriented organization, and I've also shown you all the kind of technologies that we work with. Um, Having said that, we lead by values. Now, this point is something that I would like to explain. So when I say lead by values, it is something that our developers, our directors have initiated over a period of time. As I mentioned, they themselves have grown from development to the position that they are today. So we always lead by the values that we have incorporated in ourselves. So that is what this point means. Unless and until we do not showcase our values to you, I'm sure you would not be able to follow them and even rather understand them. Okay, so that is what lead by values mean. I guess that is it for this slide. Anything else pending, Vivek? Can you move on to the next slide? Okay, I guess this is something that we do for every new employees for our company, whoever joins our company. Okay, so we have values and ethics. We turn them into developers. We use the advanced technologies to teach you all, train you all, nurture you all. We believe in team playing. Team bonding is very much important. No developer, we do not believe a single person can do everything. You always need to work as a team. So team bonding is very much important. Your soft skills are also developed, because since you're continuously working, you lack soft skills. We also develop them for you so that you can also face clients, and that helps you grow in your career as well. Okay, and workplace culture. So we have a very fun environment where we have multiple activities on Fridays. We try to keep things lively so that it does not get boring, so that the work environment is complete and you guys also enjoy working with our organization. So overall, in all, as the image rightly dictates, from being a college student, we help you incorporate the entire values that we showcased here. We teach you, we groom you, we make you technologically advanced, and that's how we give you the guidance to become professionals, which as the image dictates on the right hand side. Okay, so that is basically a nutshell of how you will be groomed. You'll be handheld throughout every step that you take with the organization. Till the time you are not leaders yourself, you always going to be, somebody or the other is going to be helping you in nurturing and growing you across the company. Okay, I guess that's it for this slide. Anything else pending, Vivek? Can you move on? Great. So these are just a small glimpse to our clientele. It's not an entire clientele base, but small glimpse of all the major clientele. As I mentioned, we are mostly cater to the BFSI sector. Okay, so these are a glimpse of all the clientels that we have. And these guys have been with us right from the beginning, from across more than 20 years. So you can just imagine, I'm sure each and everybody looking at this video does understand the kind of clientele that we hold and remember these names, as they are huge giants in their industries. Okay, so that's just a glimpse. Vivek, next slide, please. All right, I guess that was it. So in a nutshell, I will just give you again a brief introduction, a brief understanding, a brief summary. CMSS is known as Cyber Manager Software Services Private Limited. Okay, we have been an organically grown organization, and we welcome freshers, students into our organization who are willing to build a strong career in the information technology space, in the development space. And we are here to help you grow, and we look forward to working with you and helping you nurture in your and build your career for your future. Okay, so I hope you'll have a lot of questions. Please park your questions is something that I would prefer. Please park your questions and write them down, and I think I will be there on Friday, this coming Friday itself in Pune, to conduct the first 2 rounds of interviews, and I hope to see each and every one of you all present with a lot of enthusiasm and a complete career oriented perspective is what I look forward to. Because as I mentioned, career building is something that we focus on. So thank you so much for listening to me, guys. All the very best, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you, students, for joining, and we will keep you posted with the further updates. Thank you. Sir, with your permission, should we stop here?